What is going on, everybody? This is Art, and we're going to talk about this Will Smith and Chris Rock situation. Now, I've seen everybody's point of views on this stuff. I've looked at people reacting to it. I've read people's comments on it. I've seen just about everything on it. Because, one, I wanted to do a video yesterday. Had this idea in my head, but I'm not going to do it today. What I am going to do is talk about this whole situation that's going on with Will Smith. With him, his wife, his kids, leading up to this point, and everything else. See, because it all kind of matters. And let's be honest, I'm just going to tell you straight up. Will Smith's a bitch for doing it the way he did. He's a bitch. I'm sorry. He is a certified bitch. See, when this whole thing started with this whole entanglement situation, right? He should have left then. Especially since his wife couldn't get August Alsina under control. He was a younger dude. He was going to talk as much younger dudes do. And he talked and put a stain on their marriage. She did. She did not protect Will Smith's image. It was something that he tried to uphold very tightly. And then you started seeing more things come out between the red table talk about Will Smith not satisfying her and stuff with the kids and her grandmother teaching her how to please herself. Because, yeah, please herself. You know, all this dysfunctional stuff that was coming out about their relationship, her and her kids, what stuff that happened to her. It was red table talk was a disaster. She's not a guidance counselor. It was just women talking on that table and just talking. And whatever came out. There was no script or anything like that. It was a complete clusterfuck. A complete clusterfuck. Nothing but fuel drama. And it hurt Will Smith's image to think that his wife is thinking this and saying this, and she's saying she's still in love with Tupac and all that other kind of crap. It hurt his image. It hurt who he was as a man in front of the eyes of a lot of people, where people are just saying like, yo, what the entire fuck is going on in that family? Like, seriously, what the entire fuck is going on in that family? And so, as we've seen, people have been making memes about him. He's like the new Jordan crying meme. He's crying on the table talk in front of her. He didn't even get up. They're talking about say good toxic marriage or whatever the heck they toast to on that shit. I mean, come on, man. Listen, don't be a Will Smith, guys. It's kind of like what B just said on his stream, is that Jada is Will Smith's thunderbolt and he can't let her go. He wants to make it work. He's trying to make it work with her, but I don't think she wants to be in that relationship anymore. She's tired of the facade. She wants to be her own woman. She wants to live her own life outside of this picture perfect life that him as a patriarch wanted for their family. And it's pretty much shattered. And, you know, you hear people talking about like, oh, he slapped Chris Rock because he's trying to protect this woman. No, it wasn't that. It was about him. It wasn't about her. Because if you saw in that clip, he was clearly laughing at the joke. But she's the one that put a fucking battery in his back for him to go up there and swipe at Chris Rock. That's what it was. It wasn't nothing else. Because if you saw the pictures or videos after that, people had to calm him down or something. And he was crying about it because he knew that's not him. You're not Tupac. You're not going to go up there and wow out on everybody. That's not you, Will. And you know that. And also, too, I'm getting tired of a lot of people that talks about the situation. I'm really getting tired of people putting, like, Will Smith and Jada are just regular ass people, normal ass people working 9-to-5 jobs. They're not. They're public figures. And with public figures comes scrutiny. And you're going to have to deal with that. I'm sorry. If you are a public figure, you're going to have to deal with some scrutiny. You got to deal with some people talking about you constantly, 24/7, 7 days a week. Every single star gets that. Every single star gets that. You just because you're Will Smith does not mean you get an exception to that at all. Not one. So this whole notion like, oh, they're just people. Listen, my father told me, when you make a decision, make sure you can deal with the consequences before you make it. Will Smith made the decision to put his wife on Red Table Talk and air out their dirty laundry. Because when they went on that Red Table Talk and talked about the August Alsina thing, that's them airing out their dirty laundry. His wife, who was supposed to protect his image and the image of their kids, goes on Red Table Talk and airs out their dirty laundry. Not once, not twice, but multiple times. And he did not stop her. And told her, stop doing that. If you're going to continue doing that, I'm going to pull the plug on this fucking show. Because he's the one funding it. So it's his fault. And it's also her fault. If you don't want to be with the man, stop trashing him in the fucking media. She has been completely trashing this man 24/7, 7 days a week, all on social media. Saying the stuff she says about the damn relationship. Saying that he can't satisfy her. Saying that she's still in love with Tupac. Motherfucker, you've been married to this motherfucker since like, what, 97? Tupac dead. Stop it. You are a married woman. That comes with some responsibilities to the man that you married. Stop dragging this man. If you don't want to be with him, just say, I'm leaving. But she doesn't want to be the one to leave Will. She wants Will to leave her. So that way she has the high ground. Because on the outside looking in, it doesn't seem like Will's done anything wrong. It don't. It's all on her and how she feels about the relationship. But I guarantee if he broke away from her right now, say I'm going to divorce Jada and start over fresh, he can have a better career without her. Because all she has done for him has been a hindrance. She has not helped him with his career. He was already getting big as it is. And I don't care if they have an open relationship, but when you have an open relationship like that, there are rules to the game. And she didn't follow the rules. She got with a young ass motherfucker who couldn't keep his damn mouth shut. That's her fault, not his. So what if he was running around with whoever he was doing it with? Because like I said, their relationship is weird as fuck. But the thing is, you didn't hear anybody come out on his side because he played the game correctly. He made sure he chose people that could keep their mouth shut. She didn't. And on top of that, she got with the family friend, her son's friend, fucking him. That's all the way kind of wrong right there. All the way kind of wrong. But people don't want to talk about that. Oh no, people don't want to talk about that part. So let's talk about this slap. Let's talk about the joke. it's quite possibly that Chris Rock might not have known she had alopecia or whatever, or her hair's being torn out because of all the wigs and stuff. Because I don't believe she has alopecia. My cousin has alopecia. She had it when she was born. She has no eyebrows. She has no hair. Her head is bald. She has no armpit hair or anything like that. She has no hair on her fucking body. Jada does not have alopecia. She has had her hair destroyed because of all that shit that black women put in their damn hair. That's what's going on with her hair. It ain't some type of listen. She did it to herself. Black women do it to them themselves. They keep wearing these tight ass fucking braids, these fucking hairstyles, gluing their hair, all this wigs, all this bullshit that black men say we don't like. Stop doing it, and they're doing it. It's fucking up their hair. She's pretty much got female pattern baldness. Whoop de fucking do. Welcome to a man's world. Listen. I understand women feel some type of way about their hair and all this other stuff. If you feel some type of way about your hair, you do a better job of keeping it up. Instead of putting damn glues and shit in your hair. Black men have told you for years that we don't like that shit. But yet you keep continuing to do it. Guess what? Like my father said, if you make a choice, make sure you can deal with the consequences. This is the consequences of you doing that shit. So I don't feel sorry for you. Yeah, it sucks. Deal with it. I'm sorry. Oh, you're harsh, Art. Oh, you don't understand about being a woman. Do y'all give a fuck about a man being bald and he has to cut all his hair off knowing that he has to get, and maybe sometimes men have to wear wigs and shit because they feel self-conscious? But guess what? You make fun of those guys. When they have fucking wigs and caps and all this other shit that some guys put in their fucking hair. If I start losing my hair right now, I just go bald. Just say fuck it. At least Jada does look good with a fucking bald head. Her head ain't fucked up. Like her personality. So the joke in itself, he could have not known that Jada had alopecia. There's a lot of people. I really didn't know that she had that until it was told to me when this slap happened. I was like, oh, she got alopecia? Oh, okay. To me, it's nothing because my family members have it and they deal with it. Taking pictures and all that shit. So to me, it's like, okay, you gotta have a bald hair. Gotcha. No problem. Cut your hair. Wear a wig. If you have to, if you feel like it, and then go about your day. She could have wore a wig that night, but she chose to rock a bald head because she knows she looked good with a bald head. And even when I was going through and looking at some of the old videos that showed her talking about her hair, it clearly shows that she has a line right there where the wigs were. So this is not fucking genetic or anything like that. This is something that was done to her because of her time being into the industry, wearing these braids and shit. So guess what? That's where it's coming from. So it's not like this fucking autoimmune disease and all this other kind of crap that's been going on. It's not like my cousin, okay? So let's stop that right now. So the joke itself, he said, Jada, I love you, G.I. Jane 2. I can't wait to see it. He was making references from a G.I. Jane joke because she looks like G.I. Jane with the green dress that she wore. It looked like something of an army colors. That's where the joke comes from. Yeah, she may not have liked the joke, but guess what? You take it in stride and you move on. Because it's just like what I think BGS said. It's not like he harped on her 24/7, 7 days a week. It wasn't joke after joke and a joke and a joke on her head. She is fair game because she's up front. Because he was going after everybody. That's his job as a comedian. And if you have a problem with him doing this, you must have a problem with Dave Chappelle with what he did. Because that's another thing that I want to talk about too. Why is it that everybody's got a problem with what Chris Rock did? But these same people were okay with Dave Chappelle talking about trans. It might have hurt their feelings, but guess what? You take it in stride and you move on. These are comedians. They should be allowed to push the envelope. I don't give a fuck. Okay? If you are offended by what a comedian jokes about you, because 9 times out of 10, some of those jokes are actually fucking funny. One of my favorite comedians, Don Rickles, it says a lot of worse shit to people. Calls them hockey pucks and all that shit. You got also, then Richard Pryor would say some crazy ass shit to people. Fucking Red Fox, my God. Come on, man. All these great comics have talk shit about people, and people have just laughed at the Oscars. Or they didn't laugh. But they didn't go up there on a fucking stage to get a battery put in their fucking back to slap a damn comedian. Are you fucking kidding me? Will lost his manhood that day. He lost all respect from men that day. Because a whole bunch of men said he shouldn't have done that. But then you got a whole bunch of other damn simp ass motherfuckers to I'm going to defend my wife. You can't. Are we really going to sit here as a community and let a woman's feelings determine whether we get killed or not? Are we really going to be here as a community to let our women determine whether or not we get hurt or we go off on people? I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm dead ass serious. This is where I truly believe in what Patrice O'Neal said that day. He said that he was at a game store and he was talking with the guy. His girlfriend was fighting with another man. He looked at her, looked at him, looked at her again, and he walked off. He just moved off on the way. But when his girlfriend saw that he wasn't there, she stopped arguing with the man and went after him and was trying to berate him, talking about like, why'd you leave me there by myself? Da, da, da. And he said, he could have, and he said, he could have what? Fucked you up? Yes, he could have fucked you up. But you relied on your man being there for you to act like a damn fucking fool. That's not protecting your other. Okay? I'm going to get this through the 0.5% of females that listen to this damn channel. You're not protecting the man by going off on people just because your man is there. You should not be using your man as a fucking attack dog. That means you have zero respect for his safety, zero respect for him as a fucking man. Who gives you the fucking right to be using men that way? See, this is one of the reasons why I forgot what the story was. I wish I could remember. But women have power in their tongue when it comes to men. And I think the story went, she told a lie on a guy that said he did something to her because she didn't like him. And the men of that village killed that guy. And she couldn't believe it. So the lesson of the story was that women need to mind their tongue. Because their tongue has power. And I'm pretty sure somebody's in the comment section is going to remember the story and put it in there in the comment section. But women have power in their voice. So when all this stuff about women are not listened to, yes, you are listened to. Because you can send thousands of people off to hurt somebody just by off what you say. This is why women have always told women to mind their tongue, especially when they speak to men, because something that you say can set off a man because he wants to be the one to be your protector. But some of these chicks are using it as a fucking weapon. This is why I made the video, The Pets of the Gynocracy. Because for some odd fucking reason, our women think that we're nothing more than their fucking pets. They're attack dogs. The little chihuahuas that, oh, we can love, rub on their feet, beg for treats and all this other shit. But when she says sick 'em, boy, we're supposed to sick 'em. And that's exactly what Jada did. Will Smith is her pet. That's who Will Smith is. He is a pet of the gynocracy. That's why all these women love it. Oh, I love that he protected his woman. He wasn't protecting his woman. He was protecting his image. It had nothing to do with Jada. But she's the one to put the battery in this bag. It's like, you ain't no fucking man. Letting a man talk to me that way. You are at a fucking comedy, pretty much a comedy club where everybody's getting ragged on. You weren't special. And he wasn't even ragging on you. A very fucking light joke about that. And guess what? She could have turned that into a fucking movie deal where she was a soldier in a fucking military and had to go do something. And with her bald ass head. She could have took that moment and made some fucking money for the fucking family. For the dynasty that's in tarnishes right now. Got a fucking son that's a fucking doesn't fucking eat right and had to go talk to him about his fucking health choices. Really? None of the damn kids they have are fucking got their head on right. She could have took that fucking moment to make a fucking super G.I. Jane movie or a damn superhero movie or whatever the fuck that she could do right at the moment. But instead, she sent Will as an attack dog. You fucking pet. That's all you are. That's all Will is a fucking pet. He's a pet of the gynocracy and he will stay there until he fucking mans up and divorces this damn woman. Because she's the one that's bringing down his damn dynasty, his damn legacy. He will forever be remembered for this. You saw the look on those people's faces when they saw him do that. 48 Laws of Power tells you that you need to protect your reputation at all times. Even from your woman who wants to destroy it. So I don't want to hear all this fucking, oh, he was protecting his woman. You know what he should have done? You really want to know what he should have done? What if it bothered him that bad? With him being a professional actor in this place, in the Oscars, with a fellow professional black actor, black comedian up there, fellow peer, he should have got up off his seat, walked over to Chris, and whispered in his ear, hey, my wife has alopecia. She's very self-conscious about it. I don't really appreciate the joke. Could you please apologize to her right now, please? And walk back to his seat. Say, hey man, that's not cool. She's very self-conscious about her hair. Please give her an apology. Then he puts the onus on Chris to do the right thing. Because he gives him the opportunity to fix it. To show him some respect as a man for his woman. And I'm pretty sure Chris would have said, oh, you know what, Jada? I'm sorry. I didn't know what you were going through. Please forgive me. No hard feelings. And they continued on with the fucking show. That's what a real man would do. Because not every fucking action deserves violence. And I don't understand why in the black community we have the propensity of going to violence first. That joke did not deserve violence. It deserved him being talked to. He could have went up, like I said, went up there, talked to the man, or talked to him after the damn show. But you don't go up there and tarnish your reputation by just slapping a fucking motherfucker. Seriously? And some of you motherfuckers that be saying like, oh, I would have done it. I would have done it. You wouldn't have done it. And you know you wouldn't have. Some of you would. I'll give you that. Some of you would. But I guarantee you, there's a lot of bitch in a lot of motherfuckers. And some of you motherfuckers said you would, you wouldn't do it. Not because it's not the right thing to do, because you be scared of the consequences, which you should be. You should be scared of the consequences. But a real man would have talked to that man. That's what he should have done. Or if his wife couldn't handle being in that situation, don't bring her. It's a comedy show. I'm not for silencing comics. See, whenever Dave Chappelle did his show, everybody has something to say about Dave Chappelle. Oh, that last show, it was hard. You know what? That show was not about trans. It was about letting people know that we're going to laugh together. If you can't laugh together, then this shit sucks. So you mean to tell me that Dave Chappelle can make jokes about black people? He can make jokes about white people. He can make jokes about people in wheelchairs and all this other shit. But when it comes to the trans community, he can't make a joke? Are you serious? Y'all fucking walking billboard for that shit. Sorry, but you are. I mean, seriously. I never seen so many potential bank robbers in my life. Seriously. How the fuck you can go rob a bank as a man, go around the corner, and then come out as a woman? They'll never find your ass. I'm sorry. They will never find you. Oh my God. But yeah, and that's only if this is real. Like I said, I thought this was fake, but then after looking at it more, I'm kind of thinking that it is real. But needless to say, man, there's a time and place for everything. And yes, you do need to protect your image, but this is not. He should have protected his image at the jump at that Red Table Talk. If he wasn't able to protect this image there, there's no reason for him to protect this image now, because all he did was tarnish it even more. And I guarantee you, there's a lot of people in the industry that kind of have lost faith, lost a lot of respect for Will doing that. At the most pristine place that he could have done it at, the Grammys. He did that at a place where black people have had struggle being in. A lot of people, black people, have problems with the Grammys. The Grammys are too white situation that was going on with him and his wife, which hurt his career. And he just now getting back good with Hollywood again. And now he goes off and do something like this. Will he lose his award? I don't think so. But I doubt they'll invite him back. I doubt that. I really do. Him and Jada will probably never come back to the Grammys. And rightfully so. They, you can't condone violence when you're in place of prestigious like that. Could have took that back outside. Could have went to a dressing room and went like 5 minutes. But when you're out there on those lights in that stage, the show must go on. And he knows that because he's an actor. He's a thespian. So, as far as people trying to want to be like, oh, he's just a regular ass person. He's not a regular ass person. He's an elite. And when you're up there on that stage, you're going to have to act differently. You're going to have a reputation, and you have to protect it at all costs, because just as hard as you got there to get to that point, it could come crashing down in an instant just because of how you reacted. So that's why you have to be extremely careful who you be around, who you let in your inner circle, and how you respond to things. But anyway, that is one of the longest videos pre-recorders I've ever done. I guess. So I'm just going to hop off right now. This is Art, and I will catch you guys later. Deuces.